Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare quarter-dollar coins, cause some of these coins hold an incredible history, and some are worth millions. So today, we are gonna uncover the rarest varieties and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. On Top 1 today, we're going to talk about a fascinating find that might be sitting in your coin jar right now, the 1980 United States quarter dollar. While many of us might think of quarters as simple change, some coins from this era hold a secret that could make them worth a small fortune. You may be surprised to find out just how valuable a quarter from 1980 could be, especially if it has the right features. Stick around, because you're going to want to know how much this coin could be worth. Let's start by taking a look at the 1980 quarter's design. As with all modern quarters, the obverse of the coin features a portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Washington has been the face of the quarter since 1932, symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States. The design has stood the test of time and continues to represent the country's founding principles. On the reverse side, you'll find the eagle, which has been a standard feature on the quarter since the coin's inception in 1796. This majestic bird of prey is a symbol of freedom, power, and pride, reflecting the nation's ideals. But while the design may seem familiar, the real treasure in the 1980 quarter lies in the details you might not immediately notice. Now, you might be wondering what sets the 1980 quarter apart from others. In general, quarters from this time are not particularly rare. However, just like with many coins, there's the potential for certain errors or variations that can make a seemingly ordinary quarter worth far more than its face value. Coin collectors know that finding a minting error or a unique feature can dramatically increase a coin's value, and the 1980 quarter is no exception. One of the most valuable aspects of the 1980 quarter is its potential for minting errors. A minting error occurs when a coin is produced with a mistake during the minting process, which could involve issues such as double dies, off-center strikes, or incorrect metal mixes. These errors are often overlooked by casual observers, but for serious collectors, they are highly sought after. For example, one of the most valuable errors to look for in a 1980 quarter is the double die error. A double die occurs when the design is struck more than once, but with the dies slightly misaligned. This can cause the text and features of the coin to appear doubled or even blurred, giving the coin a unique and often easily noticeable look. If you come across a 1980 quarter with doubled lettering or features on the obverse or reverse, it could be worth far more than its face value. Another potential minting error that can increase the value of a 1980 quarter is an off-center strike. When a coin is struck too far to one side during the minting process, it can cause the design to appear misaligned, creating an off-center image. These errors are popular with collectors because they are rare and give the coin an irregular, unique appearance. If you spot a 1980 quarter that looks off-center, you could be looking at a coin that has a significantly higher value than a typical quarter. But errors aren't the only thing that can increase the worth of the 1980 quarter. In addition to errors, the coin's condition is another key factor in determining its value. Coins that are in excellent condition, free from heavy wear and damage, are always more valuable than those that have been heavily circulated. A 1980 quarter that is in uncirculated or near-perfect condition could command a much higher price simply due to its pristine state. How much could a 1980 quarter be worth if it has one of these rare errors or is in exceptional condition? You're probably wondering how much more you could make from a coin that's just been sitting in your pocket or drawer for all these years. Well, if you happen to find a 1980 quarter with a rare minting error, or if you come across one that's been preserved in nearly perfect condition, you could be looking at a coin worth an impressive sum. The price for a 1980 quarter in mint condition or with a minting error could be as high as $76,000. Yes, you read that right, $76,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding this in your collection or while sorting through your spare change. It's incredible to think that such a small, everyday coin could hold so much value. What should you look for to identify a potentially valuable 1980 quarter? Pay close attention to the lettering, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust on the obverse side. If the letters appear doubled or show any sign of misalignment, you might have a double die error. Next, check the reverse side for any signs of an off-center strike. The image of the eagle should be well centered. So any irregularities in its placement could indicate an off-center error. If you suspect you found a valuable 1980 quarter, the next step is to get it appraised. Take it to a professional coin dealer or numismatist who can evaluate its authenticity and value. If it turns out to be a rare find, you could be in for a nice payout. To wrap things up, the 1980 United States quarter dollar may seem like just another coin from the 1980s, but it has the potential to be worth a small fortune if it's in great condition or has a minting error. Whether it's a double die error or an off-center strike, the value of these coins can soar, with some fetching as much as $76,000. So, the next time you're going through your collection or digging through your spare change, take a closer look. You could be holding a treasure. On top two, we've got something truly fascinating to explore, an unassuming quarter that could potentially be worth a fortune. We're talking about the 1982 United States quarter dollar. If you think that a quarter from the 1980s doesn't have much value, think again. This little coin could be hiding a rare treasure that could skyrocket in price. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the 1982 quarter is such a highly sought-after coin among collectors. So, what makes the 1982 quarter stand out from all the other quarters you've come across? At first glance, it might look like just another regular coin, but hidden beneath the surface is something special. In 1982, the United States Mint released millions of quarters, and many of them circulated widely. However, this year is particularly interesting for collectors because certain coins from this time hold unique characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. Let's start with the design of the 1982 quarter. Like other quarters minted in the 1980s, it features the classic profile of George Washington on the obverse, a design that has graced the U.S. quarter since 1932. The reverse side features a majestic eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength, reflecting the core values of the United States. These design elements may be familiar, but what sets the 1982 quarter apart is not just the artwork, but what can sometimes go wrong during the minting process. One of the reasons why the 1982 quarter is so highly valued is the potential for minting errors. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, but every now and then, some coins slip through the cracks with imperfections. These are what collectors call errors. The errors can range from double strikes to off-center impressions or even die clashes. These mistakes, while not intentional, can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. For example, one of the most sought-after errors in the 1982 quarter is the double die error. This happens when the die used to strike the coin gets misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled on the coin. If you spot a 1982 quarter where the lettering or images are duplicated, there's a chance it's a double die coin, and that could significantly increase its value. These kinds of errors are rare and highly collectible, which is exactly what collectors are on the lookout for. Another important error to watch for is the off-center strike. This occurs when a coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, causing the design to appear off-center. If you come across a 1982 quarter with the eagle or Washington's portrait shifted to one side, you could have a valuable minting error on your hands. Off-center strikes are considered especially interesting because of how unique they are. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin can become. The 1982 quarter could also feature a die clash, where two dies come into contact with one another, creating an imprint of one die's design on the other side of the coin. This error is quite fascinating to collectors, as it gives the coin an unusual appearance. Die clashes can add considerable value to a coin, as they are rare and impossible to replicate. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal with these minting errors? How much are these coins really worth? Well, if you happen to find a 1982 quarter with a minting error, you're in for a major surprise. Coins like these, especially if they're in excellent condition, can be worth far more than just 25 cents. In fact, if you find one of these rare error coins, it could fetch an impressive price. For a 1982 quarter with a notable minting error or one in pristine condition, it could be worth as much as $73,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $73,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding this treasure in your collection, or even just in your change. It's a wild thought, isn't it? But it's absolutely possible if you know what to look for. So, how do you identify if you have a valuable 1982 quarter? First, you'll want to check the design closely. Inspect the lettering and images on both the obverse and reverse sides. Look for any signs of duplication, misalignment, or irregularities in the coin's shape. If you notice any of these features, you might have a minting error on your hands. If the coin is in uncirculated or near-perfect condition, even without an error, it could still command a high price, thanks to the overall condition. If you suspect you found a rare 1982 quarter, your next step is to have it professionally graded by a numismatist or a coin dealer. Professional grading will help determine its authenticity, condition, and value, so you'll know exactly what kind of treasure you have. If it turns out to be an error coin or in fantastic condition, the value could easily reach a staggering $73,000. That's a lot of money for a coin that you might have found lying around. To sum it all up, the 1982 United States quarter dollar is not just any ordinary coin. While it might seem like just another coin from the 1980s, it has the potential to be a real collector's item. Whether it has a double die error, an off-center strike, or another unique feature, this coin can be worth far more than just 25 cents. A 1982 quarter with a rare error or in pristine condition could fetch as much as $73,000. So, next time you come across a 1982 quarter, don't just pass it by. Take a closer look. You might be holding a rare and valuable treasure. On top 3, we're diving into a piece of history that might be right under your nose. That's right, we're talking about the 1987 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, it might seem like just another coin from the 80s, but you might be shocked to learn that this little quarter holds a secret that could make it worth a small fortune. If you're curious about how a simple coin could fetch such a high price, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just start seeing quarters in a whole new light. Let's begin by taking a look at the design of the 1987 quarter. As you probably know, the U.S. quarter has featured George Washington on the obverse side since 1932. His image, designed by John Flanagan, stands as a symbol of strength, leadership, and the foundation of the United States. On the reverse side, you'll see the familiar image of the bald eagle, a powerful symbol of American freedom. The design has become iconic, representing the enduring values of the country. So, what makes the 1987 quarter different from the rest? While the design itself is nothing out of the ordinary, there's something hidden in plain sight. The U.S. Mint struck millions of these coins in 1987, but not all of them are created equal. There are certain factors that can cause a coin to stand out from the rest, factors that can significantly increase its value. Let's talk about what those are. The first thing to consider is the overall condition of the coin. As with any coin, its condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear typically aren't worth much more than their face value. However, if you manage to find a 1987 quarter that's in pristine condition, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Coins that are in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are much rarer and, as a result, are highly sought after by collectors. But it's not just about the condition of the coin, it's also about the possibility of rare minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occur during the production of a coin, and these errors can make a coin far more valuable than it would otherwise be. While minting errors are rare, they are highly prized by collectors, and even a minor flaw can dramatically increase a coin's worth. One of the most sought-after types of minting errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once with the die, causing the design to appear doubled on the coin. If you look closely at the 1987 quarter, especially around the lettering and images, and notice any doubling or misalignment, there's a chance you've stumbled upon a double die error. These errors can be especially valuable because they are unique and can't be replicated. Double die coins often command a high price in the market, and collectors are always on the lookout for them. Another minting error to keep an eye out for is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin is struck incorrectly, causing the design to be misaligned. You may notice that the image of Washington or the eagle is shifted to one side, or the text may be off-center. Off-center strikes are a fascinating anomaly because they give the coin a one-of-a-kind look. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Additionally, there are other minor errors that can make a 1987 quarter more valuable, such as die cracks or clash dies. A die crack occurs when there's a crack in the minting die, which leaves an imprint on the coin. Similarly, a die clash happens when two dies collide, leaving a faint image from one die on the other side of the coin. These errors are subtle but can make a significant difference in the coin's value. Now, you're probably wondering just how much a 1987 quarter could be worth. Well, if you happen to find a 1987 quarter with a rare minting error, or if you have one that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a value that's far greater than you might have expected. In fact, a 1987 quarter could be worth as much as $67,000. That's right, $67,000 for a single quarter. Imagine finding that kind of treasure just by checking through your coin collection or even digging through your spare change.so. How can you determine if your 1987 quarter is one of these rare, valuable finds? Start by carefully inspecting the coin for any signs of minting errors. Look for any doubling, misalignment, or unusual features in the design. If you find any, it might be time to get the coin appraised by a professional. Having a numismatist or coin dealer take a look at your coin can give you an accurate idea of its value. The bottom line is that the 1987 United States quarter dollar may seem like just another coin from the 80s, but with the right features, it can be worth a small fortune. Whether it's in exceptional condition or has a rare minting error, this coin has the potential to fetch an impressive price. If you find a 1987 quarter with a unique feature, it could be worth as much as $67,000. So, next time you find yourself sorting through coins, take a second look at those 1987 quarters. They could be hiding a treasure. On top 4, we've got something truly special to talk about, a coin from 1994 that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. It's the United States quarter dollar from 1994, and let me tell you, this isn't just another coin from the 90s. This little quarter has a secret that could make it incredibly valuable, and you might have one hidden in your collection right now. Stick with me until the end, and you'll see why the 1994 quarter is one of the most sought-after coins in the collector's world. At first glance, the 1994 US quarter might seem like a regular, everyday coin. In fact, millions of these quarters were minted and circulated throughout the United States, so it's easy to assume they're worth no more than 25 cents. But here's the twist: this quarter, just like many other seemingly ordinary coins, could actually hold significant value if it has the right characteristics. Whether it's a minting error, rare condition, or unique feature, there are several reasons why the 1994 quarter could be much more than meets the eye. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design of the 1994 quarter. As with other quarters from the past several decades, the 1994 version features George Washington's iconic portrait on the obverse side. Designed by John Flanagan, this representation of the first president of the United States has remained unchanged since 1932. On the reverse, you'll see the familiar image of the American eagle, the nation's symbol of freedom and strength. Nothing too out of the ordinary, right? But here's where things get interesting. Even though the 1994 quarter seems pretty standard, this year holds some surprises for coin collectors. While most coins from this time were circulated widely, the real value lies in finding a coin that stands out due to its rarity or condition. As you may know, collectors are constantly searching for coins that are in pristine condition or feature unique characteristics. In the case of the 1994 quarter, the condition of the coin can dramatically affect its value. If you happen to find a 1994 quarter that has been carefully preserved and remains in uncirculated, mint condition, you've got a real gem on your hands. Uncirculated coins, especially those from years past, are often worth far more than their face value. These coins are considered to be in their original state, free from wear and tear, and they are highly sought after by collectors. A 1994 quarter in perfect condition could be worth a significant amount of money due to its rarity. However, it's not just the condition that can make the 1994 quarter valuable, it's also the potential for minting errors. Minting errors are what make certain coins stand out from the rest, and they are often the reason why a coin can become so valuable. Errors can range from subtle imperfections to major flaws in the design, and these mistakes make the coin unique. The rarer the error, the higher the coin's value. One of the most common and valuable minting errors to look for on a 1994 quarter is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice with the same die, causing the design to appear doubled on the coin. If you find a 1994 quarter with doubled lettering or images, especially on key parts of the design like Washington's face or the eagle on the reverse, you could be holding a valuable double die error. Coins like these are extremely sought after by collectors, and their value can soar. Another minting error to watch out for is the off-center strike. When a coin is struck incorrectly in the minting press, the design can appear misaligned, making the coin appear off-center. If you find a 1994 quarter where the design is shifted to one side or the edge of the coin is visible in the middle of the strike, you might have an off-center coin. The more extreme the misalignment, the more valuable the coin could be. In addition to double die errors and off-center strikes, Other types of minting errors, such as die cracks or die clashes, can also add value to a coin. A die crack occurs when there's a crack in the minting die, leaving a line or mark on the coin. A die clash happens when two dies collide, leaving an imprint of one die's design on the opposite side of the coin. These types of errors are rare and can make a 1994 quarter more valuable to collectors. Now, you're probably wondering how much a 1994 quarter could really be worth. Well, if you manage to find a 1994 quarter that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if it happens to have a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, a 1994 quarter could be worth as much as $62,000. Yes, that's right, $62,000 for a single quarter. While you might not find that kind of value in every 1994 quarter, if you happen to have one with the right features, you could be looking at a major payday. If you think you might have found a valuable 1994 quarter, here's what you should do next. Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any signs of minting errors, such as doubled images, misalignment, or unusual markings. Also, check the condition of the coin. If it's in excellent condition with no visible signs of wear or damage, that's a great sign that it could be worth more than face value. Once you've identified a potential gem, it's a good idea to have the coin professionally graded by a numismatist or a reputable coin dealer. Professional grading will help determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and potential value. A coin that's been graded and verified by an expert is much easier to sell or trade, and you'll know exactly what it's worth. To sum it up, the 1994 United States quarter dollar may seem like just another coin from the 1990s, but it could hold a hidden treasure. Whether it's in mint condition or features a rare minting error, this coin has the potential to be worth far more than its face value. If you find a 1994 quarter with the right characteristics, it could be worth as much as $62,000. So, take a second look at your change. You might be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. On top 5, we have something incredibly exciting to talk about: the 2021 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this may seem like just another recent coin, but trust me, there's more to it than meets the eye. This quarter could actually be worth way more than you think. If you've ever wondered how a modern coin could skyrocket in value, this is the video for you. Stick with me until the end, and I'll reveal just how much this little 2021 quarter could be worth. The 2021 U.S. quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, which honors the national parks and historical landmarks across the United States. These coins were issued to celebrate the beauty and diversity of the U.S., with each quarter featuring a unique design that represents a different landmark. The 2021 quarter specifically honors the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site, a tribute to the brave African-American pilots who fought during World War II. This coin marks an important chapter in American history, and it's a piece of our nation's legacy. But here's where it gets interesting. While the design is beautiful and historically significant, it's not just the artwork that makes the 2021 quarter worth more than its face value. Coins from this year are actually becoming highly sought after by collectors, and if you happen to find a certain variant or minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's first take a closer look at the design. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This image has been on U.S. quarters for nearly 90 years, making it one of the most iconic designs in American coinage. On the reverse side, however, the 2021 quarter stands out. It features a powerful depiction of the Tuskegee Airmen, with a heroic pilot preparing for flight in front of a plane. This detailed design captures the spirit of bravery, sacrifice, and honor that these men exhibited during a pivotal time in history. While the design is stunning, many collectors are primarily focused on the coin's condition and any potential minting errors. Here's where things get really exciting. As with any coin, the condition plays a massive role in determining its value. If you happen to find a 2021 quarter in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might just have a rare treasure on your hands. Coins that are in excellent condition, with no visible wear and tear, are always in demand by collectors because they are harder to find. Most of the 2021 quarters that were circulated have been through plenty of hands, showing signs of use. But a coin that has been carefully preserved or stored could be worth far more than you might expect. But it's not just the condition that matters, it's also the possibility of minting errors. Minting errors are what make certain coins incredibly valuable, and the 2021 quarter is no exception. When the U.S. Mint strikes a coin, there's always the possibility of something going wrong during the process. And these mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into a rare and highly valuable piece of numismatic history. One of the most exciting types of minting errors to look out for on the 2021 quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once, causing the design to appear doubled or misaligned. If you notice that parts of the design, such as the lettering or the image of the Tuskegee Airmen, appear doubled or have a blurry, overlaid effect, then you might have stumbled upon a double die error. These coins are highly collectible and can fetch a significant price, especially if the doubling is visible in key areas like the pilot's face or the words Tuskegee Airmen. Another minting error to be on the lookout for is the off-center strike. If you find a 2021 quarter where the design appears to be off-center, meaning that part of the coin's design is missing or shifted to one side, then you may have found a rare and valuable coin. Off-center strikes are one of the most desirable types of minting errors, and they can dramatically increase a coin's value, especially when the error is significant. Even smaller errors, like die cracks or clash dies, can make a 2021 quarter more valuable. A die crack happens when the minting die develops a crack, which leaves a visible mark or line on the coin. A die clash occurs when the dies used to strike the coin collide, creating faint designs on the opposite side of the coin. These errors are often subtle but can make a coin more appealing to collectors who are searching for something unique. Now, you might be wondering, just how much could a 2021 quarter really be worth? If you find a 2021 quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value that goes well beyond face value. In fact, a single 2021 quarter could be worth as much as $76,000. That's right, $76,000 for a coin that you may have never thought twice about. Imagine finding that kind of value in a coin that's only a few years old. It just goes to show how important it is to pay attention to the condition and any unique characteristics of your coins. So, what should you do if you think you found a valuable 2021 quarter? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any minting errors, such as doubled images, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. If you find any of these features, your coin could be worth far more than you initially thought. And remember, the condition of the coin is key. If it's in uncirculated or pristine condition, it's likely worth more than face value. Once you've identified a potentially valuable coin, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded by a numismatist or a reputable coin dealer. Professional grading will help determine the coin's authenticity, condition, and potential market value. This is especially important if you have a coin with a rare error. A certified coin can fetch a much higher price and will be much easier to sell if you decide to part with it. In conclusion, the 2021 United States quarter dollar might seem like just another coin from the recent past, but it has the potential to be worth much more than you might expect. Whether it's in pristine condition or features a rare minting error, this coin could be worth as much as $76,000. So, next time you come across a 2021 quarter, don't overlook it. Take a closer look. You might just be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an exciting discovery. Who knows? Your next great find could be closer than you think.